Hi everyone, it's Jenny Yu here with Metal Coffee Shop today, and I'm here for an influencer response for the month of April with Randy Chaffee of Source One Marketing. How are you
Hey
today,
Jenny,
Randy?
I'm good. How
Hi,
are you?
I'm doing great. Yeah, very just a lovely, peaceful April so far.
Yeah, good. Well, it's peaceful up here in New Hampshire where it's cold, but I'm up here. As you can see, I'm in my car at a customer event. So came out and turned the heater on, ready to go.
I love it. Well, we're wondering if you could share your thoughts on this month's topic on recruitment, retention, and quality. And specifically, we're hoping you could share your thoughts on building loyalty through mentorship and apprenticeship programs.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, and I think I love that subject, Jenny, because you know we spend so much time in any part of the industry, whether we're suppliers or whether we're builders, uh, trying to get new people. And to continually turn over people is incredibly costly, not only to just in dollars and cents for the whole recruiting and training process, but it's costly for team morale. No, everybody wants to become part of a family, right? A little bit of a team, and when you have constant turnover, it just continually gets in the ways of those relationships. So I think it's important to obtain good people, but then how do we keep them? And I think a lot of that is at the early start is, do we offer apprenticeship programs to help people find out, is this even for me? Because not always is everything a good fit. Maybe you just don't belong in the metal world, right? Maybe it just doesn't fit you. Well, then I think apprentice programs will help you get a feel for, is this where I want to be as a young person? And it doesn't have to be so much age, but if you've never been into metal, you're looking for a new career, um, as opposed to just, yeah, it's a job and we'll hire you because we need people. Let's make sure it's a fit first, right? For both sides and make sure it's right. So I think that's where the apprenticeship comes in. And I love the mentorship, Jenny, because and I think what I would like to say about that is a term that I've kind of coined recently and like to use, which is hybrid mentorship. See, in we think of mentorship as older people, whether it's age in general or length of time in an industry, teaching the younger, whether they be by age or time in the industry. And that makes perfect sense. It has to happen. It needs to happen. But I think so we should be more open to that and make that more available. But I also think that we need to look at the reverse of that, which is taking the younger people and let them mentor the folks that are a little bit older, either again in age or length of time, because the views of a 20 or 30-year old is not the same. They don't have any of the same life history to draw upon as somebody in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. So I think while in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, we've got experience, we've got all that miles under our belt, right? But we don't understand what you all are thinking if you're 25 years old. It's been a long time since we've been there, and the world's changed. So I think if we can have situations where people mentor each other, and it's not just this old guy or old gal, like kind of pointing fingers and pounding the desk and telling the young people, this is how I done it. This is how you need to do it. Let's ask questions and let's listen and say, while I'm at it, this is what's worked for me, right, Jenny? But what do you see from your age group? What could work for me? What could I do differently? Maybe I'm not communicating with you well at all because I had a great example, and then I didn't leave it this, but I listened to a talk once 2 or 3 years ago, and he talked about the age differences, right? Um, Many of us are an age that we were alive and knew exactly who we were with, what we were doing when 9/11 happened. That was not just something we read about or saw some video on TV someday. We listened to it happen. We saw it happen live, so to speak, right? It's a different experience than somebody that just was 1 year old or not even born yet or and has read about it and seen some video. And I realized how important that is because I'm older, but I didn't live through World War II. I'm not that old. So I read the history books. I watched the video. I know what an incredibly horrible thing that whole thing was. But then I can go, okay, well, what's on TV now to watch? Because I didn't live it, right? And so it's not the same to me as somebody that's 20, 30 years old, if they're still around, that actually was a 20-year-old when that happened, right? So I think we have to draw upon what people's life experience is. And if you're 20s and 30s, you don't have the same life experience I have. And I need to understand that. And I can't talk to you the same way I might talk to somebody my age, because somebody in that age group, you either don't understand, you don't have the same experience, or it's almost like, shut up, old guy. I don't want to hear what you're saying because that makes no sense to me at all. Right. So I think we can learn from each other. And I think if we build a mentorship program, Jenny, that helps, in a perfect scenario, in my opinion, a team effort. You're not just me mentoring you as an old guy mentoring a younger person. I would like to be mentored back as well. I want to learn how to operate in your world, because I can't expect in maybe today's world, I guess I'm a little more new age than some maybe. Um, I can't just, I don't feel I can demand as somebody a little bit older in the industry, you just got to come on my way and do it my way, because I've been doing it forever. Because you know what? Maybe my way isn't right. Or maybe there's adjustments that we can make. Maybe together, as a younger and an older person working together, we can come up with the best alternative. So that's what I would say is apprenticeship's important to make sure once you have the apprenticeship program, you're not done mentoring all day, every day. And I don't mean you don't set up and have a mentoring session every day, but I think it's a learning experience all day, every day for the rest of your career. So.
Definitely, I love that. Like we can learn from anyone, whether they're older or younger than us, and it really shows how we need to value everyone on the team,
Exactly.
including the vets, including the new folks as well. So thank you
Exactly.
so
I
much,
think you're great.
Randy.
Anytime. Always a pleasure. Jenny, thank you.
Same, thank you.